What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be taking you through a great wide receiver route running workout that you can do. Let's get started. Now, before we get into this video, fellas, if you are a wide receiver and would like to get faster, check out that very first link in the description below where you can get access to daily speed and agility workouts in the gym and on the field, and 50+ speed drills that you guys can do to improve your running mechanics, your explosiveness, plyometric drills, everything that's going to help you get faster. So check out that very first link in the description below if you want to improve your speed. Let's get started with this video. All right, guys, so in this video, pretty much what we're going to do is walk you through how we structure a workout with the wide receivers that we train and the wide receivers we work at our camp. So how this is going to go is the first drill that we're going to be discussing is going to be for press releases, and then we're going to work a top of the route drill, and then we're going to be showing how you can apply this release drill, top of the route drill, to an actual full route. So that's pretty much how we structure every single session. We pick apart the routes of focus that day by the release, by the top of the route. Maybe some days we're more focused on top of the route movement, but that's how we pretty much structure the workout. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So this first drill is going to be a drill to help you guys restack on an outside release. Okay, so now this is going to be an example where you need a set of like 5 cones. So you need 2 cones, you need a start point. So how this is going to work is we need like almost, I call this like a C pattern, and you need a towel. The towel is going to help you guys get skinny and restack on the route. I'll explain that in a second and what I mean by that. But you need pretty much 3 cones that patterned on a C pattern. You need a start point, and you need a point for your first cut. So what we're going to be working is a situation where we have a DB who's inside shade press coverage. So let's say, for example, we have to run a post route. Okay, so if I got to run a post route and he's inside shade, the mistake a lot of wide receivers will make is that they try to just force the inside release. But when we have a DB who's inside shade press, his goal is to not give up the inside. Take away the inside, force everything to the outside. So I can reverse engineer that as a quarterback to think, okay, I'm going to attack him inside to hopefully get him to move and take a free outside release so I can maintain spacing, but also avoid the jam and keep timing with my quarterback. So when I do take that outside release, the mistake that a lot of guys will make, the release of focus is going to be a crossover release. But the mistake guys will make is they'll do this move, but they run away from the DB. They don't get right past his hip, and they're not trying to restack. When we take an outside release versus an inside shade press guy, our goal is to be right on his hip. So if I can't stack him, at least maybe I could throw by and slip under, or obviously I want to try to stack him. And how I do that is by getting skinny and dipping my shoulder, which is what this towel is going to be for. Okay, so how this release is going to go, you're going to come off the ball. All we are doing, set, go, and we're not worried about a ball. We're just picking up the towel. So I'm going to say go, or your partner's going to say go. It's a 1, you step with the right foot, jab with the left inside, you dip and pick up the towel, and we try to stay as tight as we can to those cones throughout. So I'm going to show you how this is going to look full speed in a second. This is how we start out every single workout, fellas. We'll do a series of everyday drills, obviously, to get guys in the flow, warm up their legs, but this is the bulk of the workout. We just divide it up, and this is the first part of that divided up schedule. All right, guys, so the next part of this workout we are going to be discussing is the top of the route drill that is going to build off of that outside release post route that we discussed. So like, let's say, for example, think about it from a DB's perspective for a second. So let's say we got that inside shade press look, and let's say, we take an outside release. What are DBs taught to think most of the time when a wide receiver releases outside? What type of route is he going to be running? Probably an outside breaking route, or just an outside route, like a fade, like an out route, like a corner route, which is the whole purpose. He wants to stay inside and force us to the outside. So when we take that outside release, that is already what he's anticipating. So this move is a great move to get us some separation, to get him to overcommit to an outside breaking route, and that is going to be called a rocker step, which is what we're going to use when we run this full route, which is what I'm going to show you guys towards the end of this clip. So what you're going to do is you need 4 cones set up. Both cones are going to be set up at like a 45-degree angle, like the first step is going to be at the left foot, second step is going to be at the right foot. So 2 cones are at a 45-degree, and you need a start point. So all we're going to be doing, we're taking this nice and slow. We're coming off the ball, hands, feet working, just under control. Now, when you get up to the cones, we're going left, right, coming right back, left, right again, then bursting off that right foot like we were running a post. If you have a partner to do this with you, I recommend having him throw you a pass off of this second cut. But this is a great drill to work on the tempo of the rocker step, the mechanics of the steps, not stepping flat like this when you have to run a post, stepping at a 45-degree to sell the movement, but also to set us up to get out of the movement. So I'm going to show you how this drill is going to look full speed. This is a great drill for you guys to work on that rocker step at the top of the break when we have to run an inside breaking route with an outside release. All right, guys, so now we're going to be running this full route, full speed, putting everything together that we have worked on throughout the course of this workout. So we're going to be working a press release at those 2 white cones over there, that same crossover that we repped out with that outside release, with that shoulder dip. And then at this orange cone, which is essentially the landmark, that is where you're going to be throwing this rocker step cut. Now, if we were on an actual field with lines, I would give my wide receivers maybe yardage to break off of. So I would say, hey, you're going to do this rocker step at about 10 to 12 yards rather than just do it at the cone, right? Because I personally hate using cones because I feel like that's going to cause wide receivers to look down. So that's something that you have to try to avoid the best you can. Do not look down. Do not chop the steps. Try to see it out of your peripherals, but keep your eyes up. So when we take that outside release, we are selling vertical. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of this first, and then I'll show you how it's going to look full speed. So what you're going to do, you start at this white cone. The second white cone is simulating like the DB who's lined up inside shade press. So what you're going to do is you come off 1, 2, then you're going to burst up outside release, getting skinny, all the way to the orange cone, left, right. Make sure when we do that rocker step, we are selling with my hips. Your belly button is trying to turn to the sideline without you opening up your toe. Your upper half is separate from the lower half. We sell to the outside, then we break back underneath on that post like we restack this DB with an outside release to sell the outside breaking route. So I'm going to show you how this is going to look full speed. This is the culmination of the entire workout that we've done, fellas. That's kind of our philosophy when it comes to training wide receivers, is that we'll break the route into parts. We focus on the release, we focus on the top of the route, and then we put the actual route into play. Because as we all well know, you get better at running routes by running routes. But the drills that you do have to be realistic. You want to do realistic drills for releases, realistic drills to work on top of the route, selling vertical, and you want to actually apply them in a live full speed setting. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys. And if you would like access to 50+ speed drills that are going to help you guys get faster this year, check out that very first link in the description below. We map out every single drill with the exact sets and reps to do. And we also have daily workout schedules for you to follow to get your speed faster. So again, very first link in that description below. I'll see you guys next time.